Hey, this is MassX with a new Keep or Delete video, and we are talking about the brand new release that just dropped for code Geass. Yes, this is one that's been sitting and I've been waiting patiently for, and it finally got an official release and it has dropped. I've been playing it off and on for the last few hours, and I gotta say isn't exactly what I expected. So let's jump into some gameplay, talk about the game, and give you an idea if this is something that you might even be interested in. Now, as you can see, you've got your main story when you start the game, the dailies and expeditions. There's extra stories and challenges, but those will not open up until chapter 3. I have been working on the main story, and you will have the story side as well as the battle side. And I'll go ahead and show you some of the story mode. It's basically some 2D cutscenes, as you can see, walking you through the story, and you will open up more story as you progress through the battle system. So pretty straightforward. Of course, they have, like most games, if you really don't care for the story, you can skip through it. But so far, it's pretty good. Uses a lot of the 2D though. Now, the gameplay and what really the guts of this is really what I want to get into. It's not the type of game I normally would play, and I gotta say I was a little turned off at the beginning, but the more I play it, the more the understanding the strategy and what goes on in this game, it becomes actually quite fun. So we're gonna go ahead and hop into some gameplay. You have to set up your teams, and you, of course, your team members have different abilities that you need to take advantage of, because this is basically a kind of tower defense game. So think of it that way. So you have guardians, you have strikers, you have air support. So again, I don't have a lot of characters to play with right now. You do get a 4-star once you complete the tutorial, as well as once you finish the first, I believe, 15 missions, you will get a ticket for another 4-star. So they are providing you a fair amount of draws, as well as a couple of the higher end characters, so that's good. There's also another 3-star that you're going to get by completing the missions, so that's good. So this is kind of what you see in the beginning. You know, like I said, graphics look good. You get a little background, and they kind of mix this up kind of interestingly. Now again, they will show you where they're coming from. You need to decide where you're going to drop. So for instance, I see that they're coming that way. There is going to need to be air support for that too. But I'm going to go ahead and drop my guardian first. That's what you generally do right out of the gate. And then of course, you need some air support to take care of the incoming air to attack your base. And now I see, as you can see there, I've got some ground troops coming in, and go from there. And they've got different characters that will come in and run different areas for you. Some will heal you, some will give you boosts, some have instants that can stun immediately when they come onto the field. So later on, when it becomes much more difficult, you're going to be wanting to be tactically understanding your characters, and when you bring them into the game could matter a lot. So yeah, it starts to, as you start to progress with it, you start to get this feel like there's a lot going on. You start having to think more, and it definitely becomes more fun to play, because it's just not doing everything for you. It's not autoed and idle RPG, so to speak. In some ways it is autoing because of the gameplay, but you're having to consider what's going on, and you do have to control what's called your KMFs, which are kind of, think about your ultimates. We did not have that option in this game because it went too quickly. And again, in addition to that main story, you have Expedition, which is basically, as you can see, kind of like that maze mode. You're going to keep progressing through it to get rewards. And then you've got your daily quests, which are very similar to what you have seen. But it has to have some nice pluses to it. Like for instance, if you get a boss in your main story, what will happen is you'll go into an individualized battle. I was trying to pull up one I played, but I can't seem to find it right now. but basically that's kind of a difference. So you go away from that tower grid defense mode into a full-on one-on-one battle. That was a nice change, which I thought was interesting. Right now they have got a lot of stuff going on because of the launch. You've got expedition missions, beginner missions, daily missions, weekly missions, general missions, all to get lots of goodies. And like I said previously, once you clear that beginning mission set, you're going to get another guaranteed 4-star scout ticket. One of the big issues though is, and I want to just bring this up right away, is re-rolling is very difficult in this game. You have to link before you come into the game. There is no guest account. So yes, that becomes problematic from the get-go. In addition to that, you can re-roll, but what you're going to have to do is once you get to the first screen where you get the pull on, if you don't get the character you want, you're going to have to hard reset. Go back to the beginning. A little bar will come up at the top that will say change account, and you're going to put a new account link in there. So just be forewarned, it is kind of a pain in the rear end. But again, and of course we have all sorts of banners going on. You have a regular scout banner, a 4-star guaranteed scout ticket, which we talked about. You've got also scout tickets that you're going to get by doing the missions. Those will guarantee you a 3-star or higher. And then it only really have one paid one so far, and that's just for another guaranteed 4-star. As it comes to the shop itself, it's pretty reasonable. The currency used in this game, the highest pack they have, I believe is $69. I like that that's a trend going on, that they're lowering prices. Not all games are, but it is nice. And again, you have an enhancement system that goes multi-layered. You have your pilots, you've got your KMFs. You can also build your own KMFs when you progress farther into the game, which will be kind of a nice little plus to it. But like I said, the characters are going to be very important to understand what they can do. Now they can be awoken, they can be limit broken, but based on what they can and can't do is going to really, you're going to have to read your characters. You're really going to have a good understanding of what's available to them, of what they are going to be able to do. You know, long range attackers are going to be very important. Your guardian's very important, and of course strikers are going to be important too. You know, your main DPSs, especially if you need to drop them in if your guardian is getting attacked too much, they can come in and clear out a lane to allow some time. And of course you're going to need those healers, and characters are going to be able to give, strengthen up your guardian and your other active attacking characters. But they have quite a few characters out in the game already. But this is really what it comes down to right here. Here's the breakdown. Okay, you got your strikers, you got engineers, tacticians, specialists, executioners, and guardians. That's what they all call them here. If you've played any other type of tower defense game, they're just going to have names for similar types of characters that you've seen before. Pretty straightforward, but you just have to have a well-built team to maximize and progress in the game. But if you're a fan of the IP, I'm actually finding some enjoyment in this game. I did not think I would. I was kind of put off at first. There is going to be an arena mode, as you can see, but it's got to open up. It has not yet. Literally, this game has not even been live for 12 hours when I'm doing this video. All right, let's go ahead and do one poll for the heck of it. We'll just do the regular scout poll. But again, if you like tower defense games or you like strategy, if you like this IP, you may want to give this game a try, because I'm getting the feeling as it progresses that this is just going to keep notching up level by level and be kind of actually fun. Again, I don't think I could say at this point in time if I'm going to keep or delete it. Honestly, I think I'm going to keep it and give it a few more days of trying and see where it goes. Let's see if we get anybody that is like high rarity. 3-star, okay, I'll take that. Valletta, nice, okay. New pilot, okay. Sutherland, a new KMF. I'll take those. this is not going to be a high rarity. Nope. 2-star. Another new pilot, but I'm looking for 3s and 4 stars because I really want to diversify my team. And of course, again, a 1-star. And another 1-star. Are we going to get lucky, or are we going to just get the 1 3-star? Oh, what's this? Fingers crossed. Oh, nice. Okay. Very cool. Now I can be able to go ahead and power him up. I already have a Lelouch, but I am using that character because I actually like it a lot. So it'll be nice to be able to limit break that one. Alright, what we got here? Another 3-star. Alright, some dupes. Okay, I can deal with that. Alright, and it's probably a 2-star, right? Yeah. But yeah, I thought I would just put this out there to anybody that might be interested. Oh, before we go, let's go ahead and check out this limit break system. So yeah, as I said, I already had this one, so let's go ahead. Let's limit break the pilot. Seems pretty straightforward and simple. There we go. Max level now goes up. Get a little bit of a push. That will help out. And then of course we can awaken characters, which I'm not going to start doing yet until I get a better feel for the game. But now this is good. We'll go ahead and get this character up to at least level 10. That will help. There we go. Oh yeah, nice little boost. Very cool. But yeah, I gotta say, I think I'm gonna keep this on my phone or tablet and give it a whirl for a few days. And if it still is engrossing as I'm finding it and actually making me want to play it, I may keep this one for a while. So right now, I'm not gonna say keep or delete on this one. I'm gonna say hold pat. An early keep, but I'm not 100% sold yet on it. But again, if you're a fan of this IP, if you're a fan of tower type defense games and the strategy that you saw in this video, you might want to give this one a try. With that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.